Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be looking into your April 2022 predictions. What may pop up, what can go right, what can go wrong that needs to be worked through. We'll see what pops up anyway throughout the reading. Apologies for me being away for so long. Life just gets busy, doesn't it? So I haven't been able to record. So yeah, if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, my email is linked in the description box, along with my Etsy account, which I only have one reading now, which I have put to £11.11. So if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, then click on that one selection, and I'll do my best to read as soon as I can for you. And also my Instagram account is down in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me and to support my channel. Alright, so over here we have group 1, group 2 and group 3. I didn't write down any messages today, although there were some extra messages that popped up while I was shuffling these cards, so I'll see if I can incorporate that into your reading. So choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, then continue on with the reading, because there may be a message nearing the end of the reading. If not, then continue on to another group. Alright, so breathe in. 2, 3, 4 and out. 2, 3, 4 to choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Why hello group 1, welcome to your reading. So this is your April 2022 prediction. So we'll look at what will pop up in your April, what you can work through if you have any challenges that may step in your way, what will go right in your month. Alright, so this first card is the theme of your month, let's say. So we have teacher from the archetype cards. And teacher is the light attribute, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So the first thing that popped out for me with the teacher is all about being, I'm hearing the words man of the world, knowing your stuff. If you're unsure about anything, do your research. If you want to know more, communicate that you want to know more. It's about using your words and applying your knowledge in the best way that you know how, in the best way possible. So it's not using your knowledge to hurt anyone or using what you know about others against them. It's about knowing what you know and acting accordingly. Okay, yeah, acting accordingly. Because once you know someone about someone, you can either use that information against them and kind of manipulate the situation, or you can say, okay, I know this situation, I'm just going to keep it to myself, or I'm just going to communicate what I know in the best way that I know how. Or if you have communicated things that you know in a kind of mean kind of way before, it's about acknowledging that and seeing what you learned about that and how you can be a better kind of communicator in April. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to get what I'm trying to say out in a logical kind of way, but sometimes it just ends up being a bit all over the place, but so just bear with me. So in April, you'll just know a lot. I'm kind of getting here, maybe your crown chakra will be a bit open, so you'll be receiving information that, okay, I didn't know that, I could know that, where do I even know that from? And it's like you're just receiving information from this place, from this source, from this place, from that place, and it's just important to be open to it, all, because he's opening this globe and there's all sorts of information there. So it's just important to listen to the information that's being given to you, that's being funneled down to you, and decipher how you could use that information. Use it for good. Use it for good, group one, okay? Alright, I hope you can see this card here. So I'm just going to shuffle some tarot cards to see. Oh yeah, the High Priestess card here, as I was just beginning to shuffle it. The High Priestess just knows things and keeps it to herself. It's that sacred knowledge of the High Priestess. Her crown chakra is open. She's so intuitive, her third eye is open. It's about knowing things, keeping it to yourself, acknowledging it, sitting with it, and acting accordingly. Wow, amazing. Okay, let's see. What messages do we have for group? Alright, so we have 10 of Swords reversed, 6 of Wands upright, 3 of Swords wants to come out reversed. We have the Hierophant wants to, I'd say it's upright, and the 8 of Wands reversed. Okay. Oh, the High Priestess beneath the deck again. Yeah, I'm kind of getting slow your roll here because we have the 8 of Wands reversed. And then it's kind of like know when to stop, think. Know when to stop and think, because words can hurt. Words can hurt people, words can hurt you. Maybe in the past you received some information and went about things the wrong way. You told this person, you told that person, for example. Or you said things that you have regretted in the future or immediately. And it's kind of saying, be careful not to say something that you regret in April. It's important to sit with it, because you'll be learning a lot with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a teacher, is a wise person as well. Yeah, with the High Priestess as well, there's an owl in the card, and it's important to be wise about what you decide to talk about, what you say to others, how you speak to yourself, what actions you take. The 8 of Wands, reversed, it's like saying slow your roll. I think I said that already, but really do slow your roll. Think before you speak. Think before you speak, because you don't want to hurt people. With the 10 of Swords, this is like someone that's saying, oh, I'm done. Words have hurt me so much that I can't get back up anymore. I'm going to be kind to others. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Because there is some healing that is being done here. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, maybe there has just been a lot that's been happening over the past few weeks or even months that has hurt you, that you've separated yourself from, or others have separated themselves from you, and it hurt so much. And then with the 3 of Swords reversed, it's kind of saying just it's a time for healing. No rushing around with the 8 of Wands, because this is quick movement, quick, decisive, exciting movements. But reversed, it's like, that makes sense why I was saying slow your roll, because you don't want to rush into things. You don't want to busy yourself to avoid this healing, to avoid this hurt, avoid what's been pinning you down for so long. It's important to sit with it with the High Priestess. Sit with it. See how things just go. Alright. Anything else with those cards? With the 6 of Wands, it's all about freeing yourself. We have the dove flying out of the cage. Maybe you've just been caged up for too long, and with the 10 of Swords upright, it's like feeling like you can't get up, you can't do anything, because it's like once you're down, how are you supposed to get up? All you are seeing is the downside of life, the downsides of your situation. But no, I feel like as April progresses, is the more you'll be able to unlock this cage that you found yourself in and to free yourself. Maybe you'll be freeing others as well because of this healing that's going on here. It's like a very successful month by the end of April. Group 1. It's just being able to sit with whatever feelings are coming up, sitting with your thoughts, sitting with past mistakes, sitting with what you said in the past that you wish you didn't say, and wishing you could go back, but you can't. You can only live in the now, and the knowledge that you have, how can you improve yourself? How can you be better? How can you do better in the future? The Six of Wands does better for himself and his community. The Six of Wands is successful. The Six of Wands is triumphant. So it's the more you progress into April, it's the more successful you will feel. You'll feel a sense of pride with the Six of Wands, and not with the feeling that you've let yourself down and you let others down as well. Because with the Teacher, with the Hierophant, it's all about what can you learn from that situation. I think I said that already as well, but I feel like this is a very important message. What can you learn from the past? What can you learn from your healing process? What can you learn from slowing your roll, slowing down and just sitting with it, with the High Priestess? There is a lot of learning here with the Teacher, with the Hierophant, with the High Priestess, you know. Alternatively, this is you finding a teacher, a wise teacher who can help you through this difficult situation and will help you just sit with it. Maybe this is to do with actually going to school and actually going slow and not being so harsh on yourself in April. Maybe there's loads of exams that you've been sitting and it's like, you know what, I haven't done my best. I'm going to be hard on myself. Oh, you're never going to get those grades. Oh, you're never going to go into this uni, into that college because my exams didn't go so well. But it's all about seeing that you did do it well. What's the point in being hard on yourself, being harsh on yourself? Because you never know what grade you can get. You never know. So we just be more open-minded, Group 1, in April. Because that will serve you well. Things will go better than you thought. Things will go better than you think they'll go. So don't worry. Yeah, saying don't worry is easier said than done. But that's the kind of message I'm getting here. Just don't worry. Let me just get those other cards. Things will go better than you thought they will go. Alright. So let's see what other messages we can get from these cards, shall we? What other messages do Group 1 need to know about their April? Wow, yeah. 8 of Swords. This is about thinking that things are worse than they actually are. Tying yourself up in knots. This could be, and seeing things in a delusional kind of way. But with the 4 of Swords, this is all about healing. Again, with the coupled with the 3 of Swords, this is all about you just going back, you just not doing much, you not going out of your way to I want to say cause trouble. Wow, yeah, the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. This is all about being on your own, being able to sit with yourself. Yeah, it will be difficult at first because you may have hurt others or you may have hurt yourself in the past and you're regretting everything, you're regretting some things, but it's not as bad as you think it will be. It's not as bad as you will make out. Be kind to yourself, group 1. Because it's unkind just thinking and thinking and thinking. The more you think, it's the more scenarios you make up in your head. It's the more mountains you make out of molehills. Something isn't as big as you think it is in April. And it's important. I feel like gradually as you enter or go through April, you'll slowly see that it's not as bad as you make it out to be. Yeah, Queen of Wands and the Lovers. Yeah, there's a heat here with the Queen of Wands. I feel like a slow burner. The word slow burner is coming up here. It's a slow burner of a month, but the more you progress, is the warmer you will feel with the Queen of Wands. It's about being yourself and knowing that you have options with the Lovers card. Because you're moving towards where you really want to be. You're moving towards where you need to be. It's just about recognizing that and trying to get out of your head much more, because it's getting in the way of your energy. The Queen of Wands upright is a very energetic person, social, outgoing. But the beginning of the month is not a very outgoing month, start of the month for you. You know, you're not able to connect with others as you want to connect with others. But by the end of April, that's where you build those connections again. It's time to rebuild. Maybe you'll be getting your test results, for instance, and it kind of wakes you up, all that worry for nothing. Of course, obviously, exams are worrying kind of situations because you want to do your best. But it's kind of like, just slow your roll, group 1. The word slow your roll just keep popping up for me. Okay, and I'll just get one more. Okay, one more. 2 of Chalices. Does that want to be reversed? Yeah, okay. You're not being able to you won't be able to connect in the right kind of way at the beginning of the month. Wow. And then we have the three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, going from not being able to connect, feeling maybe even just disconnected, to connecting. Because with the 3 of Pentacles, this is all about being able to collaborate with others, being able to work with others without feeling like, oh, your ideas are bad, let me just work by myself. You're just going from feeling introverted to, okay, I got this, I can be around anyone I want, I am successful, I am working towards the life that I desire, and I can be around others again. So that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. But let's go deeper into this, shall we? I'm just gonna shuffle maybe 2 more archetype cards. Child Eternal, light attribute, determination to remain young in body. Yeah, there's a determination here. You want to do well, you want to do better for yourself, but it's important to rise above that, see with fresh eyes. It's like there's so much sunny warmth here, over here, but over here there's just a bit of a dullness, lack. I want to say, don't want to say lack mindset, or just a lack of something that's causing you to feel disconnected. But it's, as the month goes by, as April progresses, you'll be able to rise above and see things clearly, see things with fresh eyes, as it says here. Wow. All right, so let's see with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards. Evil Queen, you deserve sugar and not salt. Villain, you can rewrite your story. I'm hearing the words, you still have time. You know, all this time you spent worrying, overthinking, not being able to see things as they are. You can easily flip the script, rewrite the story. You don't have to live in that worry. You can forgive yourself. You can heal relationships. just by treating yourself right, just by treating others right, because with you deserve sugar and not salt. This is all about treating yourself fairly. Yeah, fairly. Treating yourself well. Don't be so salty. Don't be so sour to yourself or to others. I'm kind of getting here. Maybe you're just in a bad headspace. So when you're in a bad headspace, it's like your alter ego comes out where I don't want to talk to anyone. Don't get in my way. I don't like you. I don't like anyone. Well, that's a kind of example anyway. But then it's like a flip of a switch happens and you can just switch back to yourself. So maybe you're losing a bit of yourself at the beginning of the month, but as the month progresses, it's like finding yourself again. Interesting message. Princess, you can be your own knight. And Castle, it's a time for healing and not war. Yeah, exactly. It's time to heal yourself. Have you been talking bad about yourself? Have you been self-sabotaging? Wow, yeah. Have you been self-sabotaging a lot lately? It's time to flip the switch. Go out alone. Just do you, be alone. Analyze yourself with the teacher and the high priestess. Look at yourself, really look at yourself. Look at how you acted in the past. Look at all the words that you said to others and to yourself. And know that you can rectify this situation. It's not going to go on for a long time anymore because you've woken up and see that that wasn't you. That was your insecurities. That was your self-sabotaging behaviors. So what can you do to improve your situation? What can you do to heal yourself? Writing a journal, meditating some more, doing that inner work, fixing that inner dialogue, talking to the person that you hurt, talking things through, seeing their sides of the story, and apologizing, and doing that self-improvement to make sure you don't end up in that space again. As I mentioned, self-sabotaging. What are your self-sabotaging behaviors? What is the starting of your self-sabotaging behaviors? What triggers that self-sabotaging behavior? And how can you recognize it so you can pull yourself out of it next time? You know? Because you got to get back to your essence with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very energetic person. She knows who she is, you know, and you need to know who you are. You know that these self-sabotaging behaviors aren't you. So who are you really, group one? I feel like you'll just get back into that in April. And it's all about doing the things that will help you be more yourself for a longer period of time, just so that you don't slip back into those self-sabotaging behaviors. As I said before, you can save the day, you can save your day. Group one. Interesting. And then let's get to your last cards over here. We have desk. Pay attention to your work. Yeah, you'll be working on yourself. You'll be doing your research, maybe writing in your journal, trying to decipher what it is that is bothering you, that hurt others, and doing the work to stabilize yourself. Like this table is so stable. It's on 4 legs. Well, we can't see the other leg on the other end because, you know, it's not in that position to see it. So how can you restable yourself when you can't see a way to restable yourself? You can find a way. just by doing that healing work, so that you can add that extra leg, just so that we can see it. Dog close-up pleasure with a close friend. So maybe you'll be having deep, intimate chats with a friend. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Wow, we have the High Priestess here. It's all about listening to your intuition. When you feel like you need to go off and be alone with the Four of Swords, then go off and be on your own. Hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance. Maybe a friend will help you, a teacher will help you, a guide will help you. It's ask for help and ask for help and help will be given. Yeah, ask for help when you need it, from a teacher, a friend, a co-worker, something like that, because they will be able to help you. Then they can be your guide. Wow, they can help you heal. You don't always have to do it alone. A wreath, sorrow over loss. Yeah, so maybe you're just grieving about a loss. A loss doesn't have to mean a person. It could be a job. It could be a chapter in your life. It could be an ending of a friendship that you need healing. You need to heal from, sorry. You know, it doesn't have to mean a physical loss. And then both money or property through an inheritance, winning or a windfall. You can move forward. You can move forward onto better days. This is my Six of Swords cards from the tarot. You can move forward from these difficult situations onto smoother waters. If only you just ask for help. And they can teach you, help you, guide you. So you can get your compass onto where you need to be for May and onwards. Because what happens if you take away the hand and you don't ask for help, you just deal with it all on your own? Maybe it will take so much longer to heal, to apologize to the people that you need to apologize to notice those trigger points that make you self-sabotage. You just need a helping hand. It could be that you ask for help or they reach out to help you. Don't overlook those who try to help you in April. Take their hand and let them guide you, because they will be here for a good purpose and not for the bad. Oh, alright. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Group 1. I hope these messages helped for your April 2022. I hope you now have a nice month. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi Group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your April 2022 predictions. So this is your energy of the month with the Slave card here from the archetype card. So we have light attribute, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. I was hearing the words give up, but it's not about giving up. It's about noticing when things are moving too slowly for you, or when things are moving too fast for you, or things just aren't happening at all. Things can't go on your timing in April, so it's important to notice that and give into the flow of things. Go with the flow in April. Don't push anything to happen. Don't push people to see things your way, because they'll see things in the way that they want to see. It's important not to try to control others' viewpoints, control others' actions, because what they do is on them, and it's not for you to tell them what they should or shouldn't do. It's about being patient and open with the flow of April. This is the Hangman card for me. So it's all about seeing things from a different perspective as well. It's all about your perception of things in April. So maybe you're changing your perception slightly, and that's what's causing you to slow your roll a little bit. I got that message in group 1 where I said slow your roll. Maybe you've just been going quick, and everything is just either not going your way or going your way a lot more than you thought it would, and it's important to slow it down a little, just so that you're not going too quick if things are going your way, and if not, then just surrender to how things actually are. Surrender to the process. Hope that makes sense. Alright, sorry for the noise. It seems like it's hail, stone, and rain, and it's snowing just a little bit, so just bear with me with the sound. It might get a bit loud in here. So let's see what we can get with your tarot cards. What's going on in April for group 1? We have the 2 of chalices reversed, the 2 of swords. It's a lot of 2s. Let's see, we have the 9 of wands. Okay. As I was saying before, you can't force things to happen from other people. If other people see things their own way, and it's like you want your voice to be heard, you want people to see things from your perspective, then it's important to just hold back, hang back a bit, because if you keep pushing, then things aren't going to connect with you and another person. So instead of trying to allow people to get people to see things in your way, from your point of view, allow things to happen, because when you push, that's when things don't go your way. But it's important to hang back. I just keep getting the words hang back a little bit. Hi group 2, sorry about that. The rain got a little bit loud, so I just stopped recording for a little while. So I'm just gonna shift that about. So I'm seeing here that you may come up against the same obstacles within your relationships. Because with the 2 of chalices, this is all about relationships, your love for people, your love for your person, but it's kind of like not being able to see eye to eye at times in April, and it's important to surrender to it. I'm getting like trying to understand your communication patterns, because maybe the way you communicate or have been communicating isn't working in your relationships. So maybe one person is more persistent and the other person just wants to hold back a bit and possibly run away. Or it could be like the other person is very indecisive, and that can be quite frustrating. And it's like trying to find a way to work through that, or surrender to how that other person is, trying to see things from their perspective as well, just so you're not running up against the same obstacles. It's about being resilient and actually keep trying to move forward with the relationship, or your relationship with another person in a friendship or something like that, depending on the person who's watching this. And you know what, let me just pull up another card. Let's see what we have. Wow, another 2. 2 of Pentacles. I was about to say decide what you want to do in the surrendering kind of phase, because with the 2 of Chalices reverse, this is all about not seeing eye to eye and not trying to understand each other. Maybe it's like constant arguments, and the same old argument keeps popping up, and it's kind of like, what do I do now with the 2 of Swords? This is a lot going on in my head, but I'm not sure about what to do about this person. Where do we go from here? And it's like finding your way through the unsurety. Yeah, with the Slave card, it's about trusting that things will work out as they are supposed to. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm going to give up on this relationship and see and not try. Have you been trying for too long? Or haven't you been trying enough? Maybe you tried a lot of ways. Maybe you tried many ways to try to do something or to say something, but it's fallen on deaf ears. But have you tried surrendering? Have you tried doing nothing? With the Two of Swords as well. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. Because oftentimes when you're not being heard, the way you know how to do something is to keep pushing at a locked door. But what will happen if you stop trying to push that locked door and just wait a little while? What will happen then? Maybe things will level out, because it's like on an unlevel playing field at this time with the Two of Pentacles. And it's all about trying to find that level playing field, just so that we can turn the Two of Chalices in reverse into the Two of Chalices upright. Because sometimes people just need space. Sometimes we just need space from the things that we want the most. So it's like, give some space between you and someone else, or give space between you and the thing that you want. So in other ways, stop pushing. In other words, stop pushing with the Ace of Chalices. This is all about finding an understanding, reaching a new understanding. This is all about connecting with each other emotionally, because maybe the emotion has been lost for some time, especially with the Two of Chalices in reverse. And when you surrender to the process, when you're not pushing, maybe enlightenment happens, or this other person will come to you and will express their emotions to you. Because I'm getting that you'll find a way to sort something out in April, and it will open up the floodgates, open up what you want, what you've been needing for a while. Because we go from feeling like you're going up against the same issue over and over again to, oh, I'm free, emotionally free, possibly physically free. I can just be myself. I can just go towards what I want with effortlessly, because we have these 5 streams coming out of the cup and they're flowing out effortlessly. So less force and just moving with the flow. Yeah, go with the flow, because everything has its time and place with the Magician. That's kind of how you manifest. I'm getting the message of choosing the path of least resistance. Choose the path of least resistance, because that's how you can manifest what you want in April. Alright, so let's see what other messages we have with the tarot cards. What other messages do we have for group 2 in April 2022? What's going to happen? Group 2, too many cards. What's going to happen for group 2? Yeah. So we have Justice and the Emperor. Yeah. The Justice card for me is all about not jumping in. Holding back, hanging back to see how seeing which way the hammer falls before you can move forward with something. Because it's been the same thing over and over again. It's time to hang back a bit. It's time to let things go in the way that they are supposed to go, in the direction that it wants to go, as opposed to forcing things to happen. And then you can plan your moves. You can either plan your moves while you're waiting, or it's giving you the ability to plan to move forward once things actually start moving, because things will start moving. We have the Emperor card here. He's playing a game of chess. It's all a game of chess in April. You have to be logical about things and not so, oh, I feel that things need to go this way, so I'm going to try to make things go this way. But no, when you apply logic and intuition to the situation, that's how things can actually move forward. That's how things can actually go to plan, can go your way or the universe's way. It's quite a big message. But let's see one more. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like tying yourself up in knots, trying to get things your way. I don't know why the message of going your way needs to keep coming up, but it keeps popping up anyway. It could be a bit difficult for you to sit still and wait for something, wait for a decision, wait for something else to happen. And it's tying you up in knots, but sometimes you just need to hang back and let things happen. Right, so let's see what we can get from the archetype cards. I'll just grab one more card from here. What other messages do we have for group 2 in regards to the April 2022? Too many cards. Too many cards. What other messages do we have? You know what, let's use these 3 cards. I just wanted one, but also I did shuffle the Hierophant from this deck. I can't remember what the deck is called, but I put it back because it just didn't make any sense to me for it to be here. But then we had the Priest card from the archetype cards deck at the bottom of the deck, and it's listening to your intuitive nudges. As I was saying before, being logical about something and being intuitively led by something, by an energy, by a spiritual pull. I can't put it into words, the word that I'm trying to get, but it's moving logically and intuitively will help you see a way out of this situation. Okay, let's put it that way. And then we have here Mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Here, it's all about being patient. The slave is patient, the hanged man is patient, because they know that things are meant to happen when they are supposed to happen. Things will happen when they're supposed to happen in April. And it's just about being patient, because with the mother is pregnant for 9 months, and it's like having to wait to give birth, waiting in anticipation. So you have to wait in anticipation in April. Don't give in to the temptation that, okay, I need to manipulate the situation. I need to get this person to see things this way, that way, the other way. Whereas you can't do that at this time in April. You just have to wait and see how the situation unfolds. Servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So we have slave and servant here. And then Mother, it's like giving your attention to something. Okay, I'm getting 2 very different messages here. Giving your attention to things that are helpful towards you, that will actually help you grow, and others focusing their attention on the things that really drains them, that aren't helping them in any way with the slave and servant. Because with slaves and servants, they are giving up their energy. And it's like give the energy back to yourself. in April, if that makes sense. Pay attention to the things that will colour your life, because behind the servant we have the colours yellow, green, blue, white, and doing things for the sake of your happiness as opposed to the things that has you stuck in your head, not knowing what to do, going up against the same problem and ending with the same results. But if you're patient and focus on the things that really improves your life, that makes you happy, that makes you go up different levels in life, then the things that you actually need will actually come towards you in the most unlikeliest ways. And then we have Messiah serving humanity and humility, with humility, sorry. So focus on the things that are actually important to you in April, not the things that drain your energy, that doesn't put you on a good footing. It's about moving forward as opposed to moving back because you want things this way, that way, the other. But if you keep going back, it's creating a resistance. Choose the path of least resistance because you'll be much happier, especially with the Ace of Cups under the servant card, who's happy to serve, happy to do what they're doing, with the Messiah who is serving through humanity and with humility, and with the Mother who's growing, who's nurturing the growth and is patient and is open to receive. So when you choose the path of least resistance, that's when the gems can come into your life and create the happiness that you didn't know was there. Wow. Alright, so let's see what other messages we can receive. We have Phoenix, how's that for a happily ever after? Yeah, you can be so much happier by the end of the month if you just focus on what can go well, all the things that are going well, as opposed to keep turning the page on a story that isn't written just yet, that's not supposed to be written just yet. Wow. Maybe it's just not the right time because the resistance is there. The right time will come to you. You just have to play out the story, play out the path of the least resistance so that you can come back to this situation maybe later on, maybe in May or later on in the year or next year, who knows? Who knows how long this choosing the path of least resistance will carry out for. Library, take control of your own narrative. Yeah, you can write another story and then go back to the story that you were trying to write right now, but just isn't able to be written just yet. I feel like that's a message in itself, so I'm not going to keep going at that message. The main message is choose the path of least resistance, and when the time is right you can go back to the path that you're on now and been trying to crack for a long time, but it's just showing up with resistance. So surrender to the process and then unplug and relax a spell. Yeah, I feel like you can feel so much more relaxed once you do choose the path of least resistance. It's not about pushing for things to happen and go your way. It's about surrendering and feeling relaxed with your decision to surrender and see how things play out. Wow. Alright, they were very short messages for those 3 cards, but that's the make message there. So let's go to your last messages. Quill, get back to the basics. Yeah, get back to the basics. You don't want to keep pushing for the big exciting things if they're not happening, if they're causing you stress and anxiety. Go back to basics and hang back a bit. Rabbit, too much concerns with sexual matters. Here we go with rabbit. The rabbit is a fertile creature, and it's It's all about focusing on your growth, what will help you grow in the month of April, as opposed to hold you back. And then we have health, love, deep affection, and caring. Because maybe you just care a lot for this situation or this thing that you're trying to go after. Focus on the things that, focus on the other things that you love as well. It's not just one, there's not just one way to skin a cat, group 2. There's so much more out there that you can love and adore just as much as you love this person or this thing. We have November for the months of the year. So maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, or you are a Scorpio Sagittarius, or it's like things will get moving in the month of November, or you're planning for something to happen in November. We have chair empty, someone is leaving your life. Yeah, it's kind of like this unlevel playing field. Just, it's kind of like making the decision to walk away or leave it, or to focus on something else. You can come back to this thing. It's just not the right time to sit in this chair just yet, to focus on this thing just yet. Choose the path of least resistance. And then we have Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. So maybe this is to do with the Two of Chalices in reversed. This person isn't listening to you, understanding you, and you've been trying so hard to help them see things your way, but they're not seeing it. You know, how long does it have to take until you can open your eyes and see that this isn't worth it for the time being? Surrender to it, let it go for a while, and see if it comes back to you. Wow, right? Yes, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2, for the time being, for your month of April. I hope these messages made sense and connected with you in some way. I hope you have a nice April. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your April 2022 predictions. So we'll look at what could go right in your month and what obstacles you may face and how to work around them. So this is your main theme of the month. This card is your main theme of the month with Liberator. So light attribute, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. This is all about enlightening yourself, I'm seeing here, and rising through obstacles. I'm getting like maybe you'll shock yourself, surprise yourself a lot in April, because you are determined to move forward. You're determined to get through something, your situation that you're in. You're determined in April. Group 3, oh my gosh, sorry group 3. While I was shuffling the cards though, I kept on saying, what do group 3 need to know about October? So maybe October is or will be a significant month for you, but for now it's just important to rise above in April, and almost like seeing things in a different light. Maybe you'll be seeing things in a different light in April, because maybe things have been a bit difficult for you. Maybe they still are a bit difficult for some of you, but it's just about becoming your best self through these difficulties and opening yourself up to the challenge and surprising yourself in the process. Oh, lovely. Because maybe you didn't want this challenge in the first place, but it's turning out to be something that is beneficial for you, or will be beneficial for you in the long run, in the long term. It's just about putting one foot forward and seeing how a situation will play out, or seeing where you can get to from persevering through your situation. All right, so let's see what we have here. I'm just getting here, you just want to challenge yourself in April, and it's for the best. It's for the best. Group 3. All right, and then we have 7 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're willing to work hard in April, group 2, group 3. Sorry, group 3. And it's like, with this ghost in the 7 of Pentacles, this is like, maybe you're looking back at your mistakes and seeing how you can work with those mistakes, and seeing how you can improve on your mistakes, seeing how you can improve on your skills, improve on your mindset, as it says here, all your thought patterns, releasing negative thought patterns. It's just being able to do the hard work, the work that maybe no one else wants to do, but you're doing it for yourself. Even though it's tough, it's grueling, you're willing to do it for the sake of your thoughts, your mindset, your trying to prove to yourself that you can do something. It's important to work and then look at your work, look at what you've done, and see what else needs to be oh my gosh, I can't speak, sorry, group 3. Seeing what else needs to be done so that you can work your way up to build a safe and secure place for you in the future, or safe and secure place for you now, so that you can do more and more and more, because I feel like you'll be doing more than you expected in April. You'll be doing the work that you've been putting off maybe as well. Maybe you've been procrastinating a lot, and April is clear of procrastinations. You're doing it, you're just going to get it done. Yeah, you'll be more creative with the Knave of Chalices as well. You'll be creative in how you do things. Maybe you'll be getting back into painting or drawing, creative writing. It's like using your imagination as you work. How can you improve something? It's just by using your imagination. Yeah. So you'll be more imaginative than usual. Maybe you'll be feeling much more clearer than you have done in so long. Your creative juices are flowing, and it's like, I can do this. I can do this for myself. It reminds me of a song that I wrote. Walking out this cave I've been hiding in, I will walk forwards and leave it all behind. I can move for this, I can strive for this. If I don't, I'll die here. It's all about moving forward and not sticking in a rut that maybe you've been in for quite some time now. It's all about moving forward and realizing that if you don't move forward now, then you won't move forward in the future. So the hard work begins now. Oh, interesting. And then we have the World and the Magician that fell out. I'm not going to take these cards because it is a lot of cards, but it's all about creating the life that you want and being determined to get that life, to build that life for yourself. The hard work starts now. With the World card here, you are protected. It's all about knowing what you want and striving and moving towards it. It's the main message I'm getting here. I told myself I can do this. If I can do this, I can do it. Yeah. It's all about having that thought process of, I can do this. I can do it for myself. And in those lyrics as well that I wrote, if I can do this, you can do it. And it's like, you doing this can help inspire others as well to do the best for themselves as well. Wow. We have the 8 of Chalices. Yeah, you're moving. You're really moving. Wow, yeah. 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. So much movement here, so much productivity here. It's like you're in the past, maybe you've just been stuck on a loop in your thoughts, maybe thinking about how you can't do something, how you can't get there. How can I possibly get there? It's going to take a long time to get there. I have to do this, that, the other. And I'm kind of getting here. It's like the thought, those thoughts have switched to, right, I'm going to do this. No one's going to hold me back. I'm not going to hold myself back. Yes, I've had those thoughts in the past, but I need to rise above them. Shifting your thought processes, shifting your thoughts, shifting the way you think about yourself, about your situation. It's just moving away, just moving. You're just moving, group 3. I don't know what else I can say, but that you're moving in April. Maybe moving house, or you're just moving with the career that you want. You're just doing the hard work. You're willing to do it for yourself, for your future. Wow. You have a really strong motivation in April. I'm kind of getting, you don't know where this motivation has come from, but it's there and you're going for it. Wow, yeah. The Ace of Pentacles, motivation again. Maybe you have a new job. Maybe your old job has been unmotivating for you, and maybe you're leaving your job in April so that you can work towards something that's actually motivating for you, working towards something that's long-term potential, rather than being stuck in a dead-end job where you don't see a future in that job. The Six of Pentacles, wow, so many pentacles. There's so many resources at your disposal in April, and it's just about using it wisely, using it to your advantage, not in a bad way, but in the best way possible, so that you can move towards the future that you desire. You may receive help in April if it's needed, or you may be helping someone else in April as well. But there is help out there for you. And it's all about asking for help from those who have experienced the same thing as you. You don't want to be asking for advice from someone who just gives advice for advice sake. Because you know there's some people out there who's like, oh, you should do this, that, the other, but that will lead you to a place where you don't want to be. So it's like, if you want to go into a career in finance, ask someone who works in finance how you do something, and then you can move forward in that way. And then we have the King of Wands. Yeah, motivation. Your motivation is back, your fire is back, your determination is back. It's been gone for a while, I'm getting here. And now it's like it's come back sevenfold. Is that the right word? It's come back in... You're ready to go after what you want, what you deserve. And it's like you'll be breaking down the barriers and smashing goals that you put out for yourself, that you have for yourself, and taking control of your destiny, of your future. Ooh. Because you'll be abundant, you'll have an abundance of energy, abundance of time as well. So maybe you'll have more time on your hands to work on a business venture that you've been wanting to work on for a long time. But the creativity hasn't been there, the motivation hasn't been there, the courage hasn't been there. Well, let me tell you, group 3, it's gonna go your way, because we have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands doesn't take no for an answer. The answer is always yes. If a door closes in your face, you'll find another door, and you'll open that, and if that closes in your face, you'll keep going and going until the door remains open for you to walk through it and actually live the life that you want to live. And all that is happening in April, you'll be making major strides in April. Group 3. So many new opportunities are happening or are coming your way in April, and you just have to be open to it. You have to be open to receiving those opportunities. It's looking like a big opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a major promise that is offering rewards. It's for the long term with the Ace of Pentacles. There's so many pentacles here. You may need to be patient at times in April, which is fine, which is fair enough. But you will be getting what you need anyway. You just have to move towards it and not give up on yourself. There's no more giving up, only forward movement. Oh, lovely. And let's just get this one more card, one more tarot card. What does group 3 need to know about the April 2022? We have, oh wow, this is perfect, you know. Wow, I love this. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're no longer seeing yourself as a victim. You're no longer putting yourself down. You're no longer feeling lost. You know what you want. You know where you're going. Wow. This is really powerful, group 3. I feel like I'm actually tearing up here. Because it's like you finally found that unlocked door, and you're finally walking through that door, and you keep walking and walking and walking, and you're no longer looking back thinking, oh, is this door going to be closing off from me like the other doors that were that kept locking, and I couldn't achieve what I wanted to achieve. But it's like in April, you're going to be achieving the things that you want to achieve. If you haven't, for some of you, if you haven't actually achieved the thing that you want to achieve, you're working towards it because the opportunity is there. It's like there's opportunity after opportunity after opportunity in April, and your eyes are open to it. It's like you're not ignoring the sign. Oh, you're not ignoring the signs anymore. These gnomes are pointing left and you're looking back. There's no more looking back at past failures, at things that you wanted but weren't right for you. You know what you want in April and you're going towards it. Whew. Wow. Amazing. And then let's get just one more card from the archetype deck. What other messages do we have? That's too many cards. What other messages do we have for group 3? Let's see. We have Femme Fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Wow. It's like you're able to get a glimpse of what's out there for you and then work towards that. It's like what you want is flirting with you, but you can't have it just yet. And that's why you're working towards it all in April, just so that you can actually grab hold of this opportunity, of the bigger picture, and actually keep it for a long time, a long period of time. But for April, it's just about working hard for what you want, because this femme fatale isn't going to give it up just for anybody. You know, you have to work to get this person here in this card, and that's exactly what you are doing with your opportunities. Your opportunities are showing flashes to you in April, and it's like, damn, I want some of that. And that's what's spurring you on with this King of Wands. That's what's giving you this motivation. That's what's giving you this push. You're pushing yourself in April And it's such a beautiful energy. I really feel it. Wow, athlete, dedication to transcending physical limits. You're really pushing yourself. You're dedicated. Ooh, you know that there's better out there for you. You just have to work towards it. Wow. And then we have here, mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. So it's like you're feeling lifted in April. You're feeling extremely lifted in April, actually. There's no more falling into old habits. She's standing on top of water, and at any point she can really fall into it, fall into her emotional side, fall into, oh, I'm not good enough. What if this happens? What if that happens? But no, she's standing on top of water because she believes that she can stand on top of water. So she is going to stand on top of water, and you are believing that you can in April. Believe that you can, and you can do anything. You can put your mind to anything. Block out distractions, because she has these headphones on listening to the music that she enjoys, and these birds are trying to distract her, but she's not being distracted by anything or anyone. So don't get distracted in April. Focus on your goals, work towards those goals, and you will achieve those goals. Group 3. Ooh, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. The only approval that you need to seek is the approval of yourself, and you are approving of yourself in April. It's like things just seem simple to you. You have this goal. Oh, okay, I'm just going to work towards it. I'm going to move away from what no longer serves me with the 8 of chalices, and I am going to really embrace everything that is simple, as well as going after my goals. Don't forget to take breaks though, because you can overwork yourself because you are so motivated. Make sure you take breaks to take care of yourself. This woman is just sitting in the forest smelling the rose. So it's like, don't forget the simple pleasures in life. It's not about all work. You gotta incorporate some kind of play into the month of April. Shark, swim away from this situation. Yeah. There's no more doubting yourself. This person here are her doubts. This mermaid's doubts. The shark is trying to bring you down. Your old thought patterns are probably trying to bring you down, but you're not paying attention to that anymore. No more paying attention to the negativity. You're only striving for the best. Wow. Wow. And then we have sword, make a change. Yeah, it's time to make a change. Cut it out. The sword in this picture, swords are to do with your thoughts, your words. Careful of the words you choose to say. Careful of the thoughts you think. Just be careful that you don't slip into your old ways, because you can do this, group 3. You just have to believe in yourself, hold on to that motivation, and you will achieve your dreams. Oh, you just have to change a couple of things, change up some of your lifestyle. Maybe you like to stay in bed all day on a weekend because it's been a long week at work. But what if you decide to get up early and actually do a bit of work towards the business that you want to open up, maybe, as an example? Just so that you can take those tiny steps towards the bigger goals. Wow. And then let's move towards your last cards with the tea leaf cards. We have yoke, feeling tied down and frustrated. Yeah, it's like you've been feeling tied down and frustrated a lot of the times, and that's what's been holding you back. You know, because I'm imagining this as being hammered to the wall and having like handcuffs around your wrist, which are your thoughts. The handcuffs are your thoughts, and it's like being tied to this and it's feeling frustrating. But no, it's time to rise above that. Rise above it. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, your thoughts have been clouding you, and maybe you're working toward through that in April, to strong belief that you can do this. I can do this. Free yourself from these muddled thoughts and those negative thought patterns. Ooh, dark woman, dealings, relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So maybe you're dealing with a dark woman. Lobster, financial pinch. Yeah. So it's kind of like, because you're feeling that pinch, it's like this I'm getting like, maybe you have ants in your pants because you want to do something. Maybe something is niggling at you that you can't ignore, and it's time to not ignore it anymore, because these muddled, unclear thoughts have been holding you back. And it's like maybe in April the pinch is just too much, too much to deal with, and it's like, okay, I need to do something about this so that I can get my motivation back. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yeah, it'll be a long journey to get to where you want to be, to reach your goals, but you'll reach it if you just take the time to work on yourself. Sun, happiness and well-being. Yes, your well-being is improving. As I was saying before, I think it was in this group, I'm feeling the intensity. You'll be feeling so happy with yourself because you're proving yourself wrong. You'll be proving yourself wrong in April, group 3, and that's the important part. You're moving towards your niggles. You're working towards your goals. We have kite, vacation. Yeah, don't forget to have free time in April, because you'll be working so hard towards your goals. You need a break sometimes. Maybe you're actually going on holiday, because we have the sun card here as well. And we have the elephant who's on the long journey. Maybe you just want to move out of the city that you're in, just because maybe that's what's holding you back a bit. That's what's messing with your mental health a bit, and it's time to get some sun, or it's just trying to get a sunnier, positive attitude in the month of April. And then your last card is career. Yeah, you're working towards the career that you want. Maybe you've just gotten a new job that you're starting in April, or you're working towards setting up your own business, and it's going to be a long journey and you have to watch your finances, but you're willing to work towards it anyway, in spite of your financial situation. Wow, that was a beautiful reading, group 3. I got really emotional there. Wow. So good luck with your April anyway, because it's looking like a very strong month for you. You just need to be focused and driven on what you want, as opposed to what everyone else wants for you. Alright, well, I'm feeling like an immense pride for yourself. You'll feel so proud of yourself by the end of April. You can surprise yourself. Wow. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you there, group 3. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice April, and I hope you achieve everything that you want to achieve. I hope these messages really helped you to focus yourself and focus on your goals. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!